Hello, my babies. It's your girl Bubbles, and I am here today with my Okinawa travel tips video. I've been to Okinawa twice, and from the 2 times that I've been there, I've gathered some tips that I sat there and I said I have to share with you guys because a lot of you guys were interested in my mini vlog. So I said, let me definitely give you guys these tips. If you guys are interested in going, you have these to sit there and to, like, having your little arsenal for when or if you do decide to go. So with no further ado, let's get right into the video. So my first travel tip is going to be, if you're comfortable, definitely drive. Okinawa is a small island, and there's basically like one local road that'll get you across the whole island. So like I said, if you're comfortable or if you drive, definitely drive. It's they drive on the left-hand side, on the opposite, yeah, on the left-hand side. So just bear that in mind. But after you sit there and after you get comfortable, it's really easy to get around, sit there and to navigate, and etc. My second tip now is definitely make sure you have a good phone plan, an international phone plan when you're traveling out there, because the problem that I had was that I didn't really let my cell phone company know that I was going out there, and my phone was like glitching. Well, not glitching, but like service was in and out. And if I wasn't by the Wi-Fi, if I was in certain areas, I really wasn't having service that well. I was lucky to be on the trip with my family. So, my brother, my mother, my father, their phones were working fine. But definitely, like I said, if you're going to be traveling solo or just in general, I think it's just great to sit there and to make sure that you do sit there and that you do have a good cell phone plan, a good phone plan, or just like an international plan when you are traveling to Okinawa. And this will lead into my next tip is definitely make sure that you download Google Translate and you download a currency app. So, of course, you're in Japan. They don't speak English. And, of course, the words are not in English. So, the Google Translate app came in so handy. I was able to take pictures of stuff, sit there and to, like, translate it into English. I do have, like, a little cheat because, my brother lives there. My sister-in-law is Japanese. So, but just, if you don't have that advantage, it definitely would be good to sit there and to have, the Google Translate or even like the currency app, because they weren't with us all the time. So it was good to know the conversion for like the currency, because of course, currency goes up and down depending on the day. But definitely download Google Translate, download the Google Currency app, and definitely download Google Maps as well, because Google Maps definitely did help us sit there and travel throughout the island, because like I said before, we definitely did drive. Leading into my next tip, which will be tip number 4, is I would definitely suggest to sit there and to like exchange your money when you get to the airport, or find a currency exchange when you're out there and convert the money. It'll be a lot easier. I wouldn't want to say a little bit easier. It'll be a lot easier to sit there and to have, like, when you're traveling anywhere, I think it's easier to have that island or that country's currency, so that, they tell you the amount. You don't have to use the conversion app. But, if you want to keep your country's money, then definitely the currency app. But if you do convert into their currency, it'll just be an easier process. Or you can sit there and some places use card. Not all places use card. So that's why I would definitely recommend sitting there and changing your currency when you get there. Because it's always good to sit there and to have like cash on hand for certain situations. Like I said, a lot of places, main places, they do use card. But like if you're going to go to like little places like Fifi Parlor, I believe. I didn't go, my mom went. But I believe they take cash only. Or just like certain places, they only do take cash only. So definitely sit there and definitely make sure to convert your money when you get there. Another tip, which will be leading into, I'm losing my tips, my number tips now. So I'll just put the number up when I get there, because I'm jumping around on my tips because I feel like one leads into the next. But yeah, definitely learn some basic Japanese, because if you watch my Okinawa vlog, when we went to the beach day, the instructors for the banana boat, they really didn't speak much English, so they weren't able to sit there and to like translate to us to let us know, like, you know, when the guy went left, lean left. When the guy went right, lean right. And that's the reason why we fell off the boat, because like the boat was like, the banana boat was all unbalanced. So definitely learn some basic Japanese when going there. Like I said, a lot of them don't particularly speak English. Like I said, I have an advantage being that my sister-in-law and my brother live there. But definitely learn like basic stuff like hello, good morning, just basic things. Like anywhere you're going, especially when it's a place that speaks another language, it is very good to brush up on, you know, just their culture, their language, and etc. So when you go there, you are knowledgeable. You don't have to, but just it makes your experience a little bit more easier. You know, you can always find someone who does speak English, but, you know, when you're going somewhere new, it is best to sit there and to learn just basic things so that you're able to sit there and to have like a more enjoyable time. And I think we're getting on to our last tip, which is going to be when you're traveling to Okinawa, they're 12 to 13 hours ahead of us. So I would highly recommend to sit there and to get the earliest flight or the latest flight out, being that you're going to be traveling like against time. Like it's right now, as I'm recording this video, it's 11:30 a.m., which means that it's 11:30. No, it's actually 12:30 because they don't do daylight saving time in Japan. So it's 12:30 a.m. Yeah. So it's 11:30 a.m. here, and it's 12:30 a.m. in Japan right now. So the flight is typically about 16 hours there. So if you're going to be leaving at 1 p.m. or 1 a.m., like American time, it'll be 2 p.m. there, and then you're traveling for 16 hours. So you'll get there. I'm finding it pretty hard to explain this, but basically when we sat there and when we went to Japan, we sat there and we left 11:30, like our time. And then of course we had a layover when we went to Taiwan. So by the time we got to Japan, it was 10 a.m., which was like a perfect time to sit there and to get there. Of course, my brother was picking us up. If you're going to be renting a car, they close at a certain time. So if you're getting in there late, you know, you're going to be without transportation and have to like find ways to sit there and to get to your accommodations, get back to the airport. So it just makes it easier to sit there and to get to Japan when it's morning there. But just a recommendation, especially if you're going to be, like I said, renting a car, etc. Just, you know, you're going to be jet lag regardless. So, you know, travel whenever you want to travel. But just a recommendation for me to sit there and to, you know, definitely get there when it's earlier there. So like I said, if you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be doing like, even I think with the cabs and stuff, I think it would be, I don't remember ever getting there at night. So I can't really speak on the experience you will have when you do get there at night, but yeah. And that's, I think I gave you guys 5-6 tips. So that's going to be all for my Okinawan tips. Of course, like I said, as I go back, I'll sit there and I'll probably do another updated video for you guys. And I think I'm definitely, being I did this video, I think I definitely will be sitting there and be doing another video for you guys on activities that you should do when you are at Okinawa, because there really is so much to do. Like, it's a small island, but there's really just so much to do as far as like culture-wise or just exploring the island per se. Like, it's not a big turn-up island, but there's a lot of things for you to do and for you to explore when you go there. I've been there twice, and the 2 times that I've been there, I did different things, and there's so much things that I want to do as well. Like, I want to do like ATV when I was there. We didn't get to do that. So when the next time I go back, I definitely will do that. And there were some other places that I had on my like a little itinerary list, activity list, that I didn't get to do. So I definitely will be dropping another video for you guys on activities that you should sit there, you should look into when you go to Okinawa, Japan. Look at me getting tongue-tied. So yes, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye guys.